Have you heard the saying, you will own nothing and you will be happy? Well, we believe that owning things is important for our freedom and happiness. Why do property rights matter? And how does this connect to Bitcoin? Hi friend! Welcome to cryptoTreeTV. Today, we'll explore why property rights matter and why they are key to understand Bitcoin. Let's go! Property rights are the rules that tell us who can use something and how they can use it. Think about owning a gaming laptop. When you buy a gaming laptop, you get to use it, modify it, or even sell it. That's because you own it. This is similar to property rights in real life. Property rights mean you have control over your stuff. It could be your house, your car, or even your Bitcoin. Owning something means you get to decide what to do with it. These rights are important because they help us avoid conflicts. Imagine if everyone could take your gaming laptop whenever they wanted. It would be chaos. In the same way, property rights make sure we respect each other's things. They help us live together peacefully and make our own choices. And understanding these rights help us see why Bitcoin is such a big deal. How do property rights work with Bitcoin? Just like owning a house or a car, owning Bitcoin means you control it. But instead of having a key to a house, you have a private key. This private key is like a super secret password that lets you use your Bitcoin. With Bitcoin, you don't need a bank. You are in control. You can send Bitcoin to anyone, anywhere in the world, anytime you want. No one can stop you or take your Bitcoin without your private key. This is what makes Bitcoin special. It's decentralized, which means no single person or government controls it. Your Bitcoin is yours alone. Just like how property rights work for physical things. Understanding property rights helps us see why Bitcoin is powerful. It gives us freedom and control over our own money. Just like owning a house gives us control over our living space. Now that we understand how property rights relate to Bitcoin, let's explore the difference between public and private property. This will help us see why having control over our own property is so important. So, what's the difference between public and private property? Let's start with media. Printed media, like newspapers and magazines, are private property. Anyone can print what they want as long as they pay for it. This means we get many different viewpoints and ideas. But broadcast media, like TV and radio, use public airwaves. The government controls who can use these airwaves and what they can say. This often leads to less diverse content because broadcasters don't want to upset the government. Now, think about video games. Indie games made by small developers are like private property. These games are often unique and creative because the developers have the freedom to do what they want. On the other hand, big corporate games, influenced by shareholders and regulations, can be less diverse and more focused on what will sell the most. This idea applies to Bitcoin too. Just like private media allows for diverse opinions, Bitcoin allows for financial freedom. In a public property system, like government-controlled money, you have less control over how you use your money. Governments can freeze accounts, limit access, or impose rules. With Bitcoin, which operates like private property, you have full control. No single person or government can control it. This financial freedom is similar to how indie game developers have the freedom to create what they want without corporate restrictions. Understanding the difference between public and private property helps us see why Bitcoin is so special. It gives us the freedom to control our own money, protect our financial privacy, and make decisions without outside interference. Bitcoin embodies the principles of private property, giving power back to the individual. Now, let's wrap up. Understanding property rights is crucial, whether it's about owning your house, your gaming laptop, or your Bitcoin. Property rights gives us control and freedom, both in the digital and physical worlds. Bitcoin is special because it lets you control your own money, just like you control your own property. No one can take it from you or tell you how to use it. That's it, friend. I read every comment, so let me know what you think about property rights and Bitcoin. Your thoughts are important to me. And remember, friend, I will share the secret knowledge that the Matrix doesn't tell you. This knowledge will help you understand Bitcoin and gain more control over your life. Let's escape the Matrix together!